Okay, so we are back again for my 4-month hair transplant update video. Goodness, honestly, you know what? I can't wait for these for these updates. I'm literally looking forward to the 30th every single month so I can like review how my hair is looking, etc. So yeah, welcome back, ladies and gents. Okay, so this is my hair. I've just washed it, deep conditioned it, air dried it, and tried to pick it out with the afro comb. I feel like it's actually shrunk a little bit. I don't know, but I'm not gonna recomb it because I'm trying to not manipulate my hair too much. But this is essentially what my hair is looking like. So as we usually do, let me come closer and then we can take a look together. Right, okay, so this is the front. Just coming closer for you. This is the front. Okay, actually, before I begin, the rest of my hair is obviously growing, as you can see. I do have very coily 4C hair, so it's like it shrinks. So basically, if I pull it out, you can see like the length of my hair, like the true length. But because my hair shrinks, it looks like this. So I know it's a bit inconvenient, but there's not much I can do. But you can see that my hair is growing. You can see the length. Am I ear length yet? Okay, I think I'm just being stupid, but yeah, it's growing. It is growing. So there you go. That's the rest of my hair. Now let's focus on the edges. So I'm gonna just bend down so you can see the top, because this was my problem area. So you can obviously see that it is growing in, and I'm so grateful, honestly, so grateful to God. I've been trying not to worry throughout this process and just leave it all in God's hands and trust the hair transplant process itself. And it definitely seems to be working, so praise God for that, honestly. This is my, I guess, the front of my hairline, the top. I'm gonna turn to my right, and this is what my edges look like. I haven't seen this image or this footage, so I'm gonna like pause it and look at it myself to see whether I'm happy with it. I know last time I did this, I re-looked at the footage and I was not happy. I thought I'd have more progress, but it's just like it's just a matter of time really, isn't it? So yeah, this is my right hand side. Hopefully you can see it properly. I'll come closer as well. Okay, and then I'll turn to my left. Okay, and then let me do a 360 for you so you can see the donut area. Right, so let me pause the camera, look at the footage, and let you know what my thoughts are. Okay, so I'm actually really impressed, and I'm really surprised actually. Honestly, I feel like I don't know what to say. I've actually got hair on my edges. I'm so surprised about how my hair looks like, honestly, because I have never had hair like this. Don't know what to say, honestly. I feel a bit emotional. I finally have hair on my edges. Honestly, oh goodness, I'm just like, oh, because I try not to look at my hair during the month, because as they say, like a watched kettle never boils, or a watched pot never boils, whatever the phrase is. So I try not to look at my hair too much during the month. I don't look at the edges at all. I don't look at it. I just basically look at myself from the front, and I try not to look at my hair too much, because I don't want to be looking at it every single day, because it's not going to look any different if you're literally watching your hair every day. Let me just move the camera down, sorry guys. So yeah, I only really look at my hair properly when I'm doing these monthly update videos, and my hair looks so different. I'm just, you know what, I haven't had I told you before, I don't remember a time when I've had edges, because my edges were ripped out when I was, I don't know how old I was, maybe 6, 7 years old, even earlier potentially. So I don't ever remember a time where I've had edges, where I've had like a full hairline. So I am just like quite shocked. I'm so grateful that it looks like this. I'm so grateful that it looks, in my eyes it looks good. Obviously you may have different opinions, but I think I can see the difference between month 3 and month 4. I can see the difference. I can see the progress. I showed you the back of my hair, so my donut area, and it looks, in my eyes, it looks pretty good. I mean, I can still tell the areas where they didn't touch anything, and then the areas where they did touch things, because it looks like dark and full, and then it looks slightly different where they've obviously taken hairs, but it doesn't look too bad in my opinion. Okay, I need to stop being shocked and get on with this video, because you're going to start getting bored. But honestly, like, I'm really impressed. I'm just like, goodness, I've never had a hairline like this, honestly. I have obviously, but it got ripped out so early on. I don't remember a time where I've had like a full hairline. I know it's not completely full. There still is room for improvement, you know, it still needs to grow in. But this looks way better than my hair looks like prior to the hair transplant, honestly. Okay, so let me just get on with the usual stuff that I usually update you on in these monthly hair updates. So I don't know if I've changed the list slightly, so I don't know if I did mention banging my head in previous videos, but if I didn't, I'm going to mention it now. One of the things that I've been, I guess, semi-worried about over the past few months is the fact that I did bang my hairline quite a few times after the hair transplant. Thank God it wasn't whilst I was in Turkey. I remember actually one guy that I met who stayed at the same hotel as me, and that he had his transplant done on the same day. He told me that I think he watches someone who does YouTube videos about their hair transplant journey, and the guy, he was walking out of the clinic after getting his transplant done, and then as he was bending down to get into the taxi, the transfer, he banged his head. So he literally had to turn right back round and go back into the clinic. I think he went back the next day, and then they were able to repair the damage he did. But when you get a hair transplant, they tell you to be really careful, super careful. Don't bang your head on anything, because you know, it may mess up the grafts that they've newly implanted, and you don't want to go through this process again, do you? So I didn't bang my head immediately after my hair transplant, but when I got back home to England, it was probably in month 2 potentially that I started banging my head. I don't know why, I'm just clumsy sometimes, but yeah, I'm really happy to see that it doesn't seem to have affected my hairline. It was like around here that I banged my head. I can see, I don't know if you can tell, but I can see that this side is ever so slightly thinner than here. You probably can't tell, but like here, I think it is ever so slightly thinner than here. I don't know if that is due to me banging my head, because that is where I banged my head. So I guess we'll just watch and see how it goes. But yeah, just be careful, guys. Don't bang your head after your hair transplant. You need to be as careful as possible. Yeah, so got that out of the way. The numbness, my numbness has improved. Like I can feel everything here, and then on my hairline I can feel things, which is really good. So my numbness has decreased. It still is it is numb here. It is numb at the top. It's not as numb as it was in the beginning, but it definitely still is a bit numb. But yeah, numbness is going. So yeah, definitely getting back to normal. So that's good to see. Pain, I still do get the stabbing pains every now and again, but it's really, really rare. So not much stabbing pains at all. I haven't had any more ingrowing hairs, which is good. So those seem to have disappeared. Shock loss, I might as well just remove shock loss from this list, because I don't believe shock loss is happening anymore. It hasn't happened for a number of months, so shock loss is gone. So let me just remove this from this list. Grey hairs. Now I think that my grey hairs have actually reduced around my, you know, in the recipient area. I know I still have a lot of grey hairs, but I don't believe they're as much as they were before. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they've reduced, because I remember I was wondering whether they actually transplanted some of my grey hairs from around my head to the front of my scalp. But I think it actually, yeah, I think they transplanted the black hairs, because I have grey hairs all over my head, as you guys can see from when I turned around. So I was a bit worried about that, but they seem to have reduced, which I'm really, really grateful for. I'm 30, how old am I? 33 years old. So I'm not like a young chicken at all. So I do have grey hairs naturally. I've got quite a few like here as well. I've got a patch here. So I guess my worry was that they transplanted some of my grey hairs to the front, and they may have done that. As you can see, like I've got a few here, but it's just nowhere near as many as I had in the beginning, like in the first month or two. So yeah, I'm happy with my grey hairs at the moment. Flaky scalp, I think I'm going to remove this from my list as well, because I don't get flaky scalp anymore. I'm still using the shampoo that they provided in the clinic, and actually I'll come on to that when I speak about the products. But yeah, I was wondering if the shampoo that they gave me was causing my flaky scalp a couple of months ago. I don't know, maybe it's just part of the hair transplant process, but I definitely haven't been experiencing flaky scalp since, you know, whenever I mentioned it in my previous videos. So that's good. Itchiness, my scalp still itches, but I think it's more like normal now, because I naturally have like itchy scalp and itchy skin anyway. So I'm starting to think that the itchiness that I'm experiencing is just part of my normal, the way my body normally is. It doesn't seem to be any more than usual. So my scalp still itches, but I think it's because I have an itchy scalp and itchy skin anyway, rather than it being down to my hair transplant. So that's interesting. I'm still shampooing my hair once a week, and I've started deep conditioning it, as I mentioned in a couple videos back. So yeah, only washing my hair once a week. I did mention that my hair did feel really dry, and it still does feel really dry. I don't think that's due to the hair transplant. I think I just need to like review my products a bit more, and yeah, review my products a bit more. So I don't think my dry hair is due to the hair transplant, but I just thought I'd mention that anyway. I'm still covering my hair when I go out, so I'm wearing a head scarf. Again, that's not that often though. I try to, yeah, I don't really leave the house that much, to be fair, so I don't end up covering it that much. But just for your awareness, when I'm indoors, when I'm working, I'm like this, but when I go out, I'm still covering my hair. I just still need to become a bit more confident being, you know, with my hair looking like this. Products, so I'm still using the same products, but what I've started to do is well, to be honest, I did it once and then I forgot about it. So I've started to use avocado oil on my hair as to seal in the moisture. So I apply my leave-in conditioner and then I put the avocado oil on my hair just to try and help my hair feel less dry, because it feels like a desert, honestly. Again, I've forgotten to do it most weeks, so I've only done it like twice, I believe. I did it today because I knew I was going to come on and film this update for you, but I need to just try and be better with my hair products. And I've started using, what's it called? Aunt Jackie's, I think it's called, their detangling lotion, because my hair, like, again, because it's so coily, it just what happens is I sleep, and then when you sleep and you have 4C hair, it like compresses it. So all of your curls are just like compressed. So when you come to comb it, like everything is like matted almost, and it's just like not a tangled mess, but it's your hair is like picky, essentially. So what was my point? I think what I was gonna say is I don't know what I was gonna say. I think I've completely lost my train of thought. Okay. What I was probably gonna say is that I try not to comb my hair too much because I'm trying to reduce manipulation. Because of the type of hair that I have, the more we manipulate it, the more it breaks. And I've been really stupid and I've been combing my hair whilst it's dry, and we should never do that when we have like 4C hair like this. So I have broken off my hair unnecessarily a few times, but I'm trying to be better and not comb it, like only comb it on wash days when I've got conditioner in it, when my hair is like damp. And yeah, I guess in terms of product wise, I just need to review my products and possibly try some new products, because I want my hair to grow out and be healthy, but I'm like battling with this dryness issue at the moment. So let's see how that goes. Supplements, so I'm still taking supplements. I try and take my supplements every day. So I probably should, I'll leave in the description box the supplements that I take because I can't remember them all, but I know they include like fish oil, iron tablets, prenatal vitamins, and some other ones. There's like 6 of them I take in total. I don't take them all at once. I don't take them all every day. I only take 3 a day, and I like rotate them. So if you're interested, I'll leave that information in the description. Vitamin D is another one as well that I take. Some of them are related to hair growth, some of them aren't. So I don't know if they are actually like impacting the rate my hair is growing, or, you know, my progress. Probably, because, you know, what we put into our bodies definitely reflects how our bodies look on the outside, and it does, you know, our diet does impact our hair growth, etc. So yeah, probably it does. So yeah, I've been taking my supplements. I'll leave them below in case you're interested if you want to start taking supplements too. But I'm not saying, you know, I can't say that they have directly resulted in my progress, because you can never directly, what's the word? You can never directly attribute something to something else. It's just very difficult unless you're doing like scientific evidence or scientific experiments, etc. You can tell that I'm a bit tired, so apologies. I'm running out of steam. So let me move on. Sleeping, I'm still sleeping on my satin bonnets. No, I'm still sleeping on my satin pillowcases. I've actually like purchased another pack so that I can swap it round every day and not have to like sleep on, because what I'm, I guess, worried about is my skin. Because I've got acne prone skin, I've got to be careful about, you know, the moisturizer for my hair getting on my skin, because I don't want to create even more spots. So this is, I guess, not related to the hair transplant, but I bought another set of satin pillowcases so that I have I can swap it round every single day and not sleep on the same side of the pillowcase twice. So yeah, I'm still sleeping on the satin pillowcases. I'm not wearing a bonnet or anything else to bed. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for sleeping. I'll leave the link to my satin pillowcases in the description box, and I guess as a pinned comment as well, in case you're interested, because I got ones that are relatively cheap from Amazon and, you know, I still like using them. So I'll leave that below for you. My Trichotillomania, so I am still pulling out my hair. So actually I'm really grateful that my hair looks like this, even though I pull it out. Still working on it. Still working on it. Yeah. And then last but not least, I mentioned in a follow-up video to my 3-month update video the fact that my scalp felt quite tender and like it had small cuts all over it. So my scalp does still feel tender to the touch, kind of like around here, not all over, but just around here. It doesn't feel anywhere near as bad as how, well, I think in that video that I mentioned, I probably should have mentioned it around the 2-month or 2.5-month mark, but I forgot to, and that's why I made a separate video about it. So at the time that I made that video, my hair didn't feel too bad anyway, but I just wanted to mention it to you in case your hair feels like that after transplant as well. My scalp still feels okay overall. It doesn't feel bad, it just feels a bit tender. It doesn't feel tender now, but I guess maybe if my scalp gets dry it feels tender, I'm not too sure. But yeah, in terms of the small cuts feeling, it doesn't feel like that anymore, but again, my scalp does feel tender from time to time. So I guess it's just a matter of, you know, keeping our scalp moisturized. I know they say that we don't necessarily need to apply topical oils to our scalp because our scalp produces its own oils. It produces sebum, and I personally don't apply oils to my scalp because I don't want to clog the pores. But maybe my scalp does need a little bit of help, I don't know. So I think maybe I'll start trying to apply the avocado oil directly to my scalp, maybe once a week, just to help it along. I don't have any jojoba oil. I know that's a really good oil to use on the scalp because it mimics, I think it's like the most natural oil that like closely mimics our scalp sebum. But I don't have any jojoba oil, so I'm not going to buy that. But yeah, maybe I'll start using my avocado oil on my scalp and just see if it helps with the tender feeling that I get now and again. So yeah, I'm so sorry this video is long. So sorry, but I always want to give you like a thorough and in-depth update to my hair transplant, because I know if you've had a hair transplant or if you're considering getting one done, you know, I did hours and hours and hours of research. I was watching so many videos, so I know like the more information that is available, the more helpful it is, the better. So that's why I try and be as in-depth as possible with these updates, just so that you guys have all the information that you need to help you with your journey. So if I haven't covered anything that you're interested in or that you want to know, please do leave your comment down below, and of course I will respond. I'll be back again for month 5 for my 5-month update, and I guess just thank you to everyone, all of you who have subscribed and who are joining me on this journey, who have messaged me on Instagram, who have emailed me, etc. And thanks so much for your support on this journey. Honestly, it takes a lot of balls to come on here looking like this, especially when you're used to, like, you know, not lots of makeup, but, you know, makeup, yeah, hair, sleek or, you know, looking nice, I've really had to come out of my comfort zone and, you know, try and embrace my natural beauty a bit more, or a lot more, and not hide behind makeup and hide behind wigs, hide behind long hair. So it's taken a lot of guts doing this on YouTube, where literally everyone in the world can potentially see it, but I just know how important having edges is to a lot of us, and our hair is to a lot of us. So just wanted to pay it back, or whatever the word is, pay it forward, and also document my journey, because there's not that many women online who share their hair journeys or their hair transplant journeys. So yeah, in essence, I hope all of these videos are helpful, and I hope this video today has been helpful as well. So I'm definitely running out of energy and steam. You probably can tell I need to go and have my lunch. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Bye.